Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need. Huh. Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were
Oh, her? How could we forget?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Huh? All Paimon sees are three
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you...
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be...
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not... Wait!
Back when we were clearing the and if I may ask, when I was telling... That's correct. Because what you saw is of significant... My forefathers were shown much faith... Now, after seeing you in action with my... When you passed out, I could try to tell you more, but...
That sounds nice and all, but will...
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her... Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have. No. I should be the one thanking you.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Yesterday, a total of 5 Duskbirds flew by.
Yaya Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
Yesterday, a total of 5 Duskbirds flew by.
Recent catch was great. Definitely have enough for a grand feast this time.
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
Yesterday, a total of 5 dusk birds flew by.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. Hello? Hypatia? Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia, are you alright?
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding... Huh? Wait, why does it look super foggy outside? Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we? Really? Oh, maybe... This place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Things are about to get dicey.
Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Gotcha.
Springforth! Allow me!
Game's up. Fun's over.
Covenants of the Deep! into that is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
we meet again.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this
Strange place. Plotting. Bow before the abyss!
Busted. Here comes the catch.
Decimate!
Germinate!
Cyclone!
Billowing Surge! Scatter!
The end will come!
Things are about to get dicey.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are. Your brother. Oh, His Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in his eyes. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your... But don't you fret now. Today...
What do we do? We haven't... Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see...
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that? Are you okay? Anyways, we can talk about this later. Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring...
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble. I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all...
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice.
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was...
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to...
Wait, hold on a second, Traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and said...
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is...
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort... I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept... It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I... Yes, no doubt about that.
Well, if somebody... All right, we're up,
Sounds good. I've...
Let's go out and play! We'll need a strategy.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing.
Are you already finished cooking? Smells delectable. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's, it took me nearly 3 years before I could do. You should know that some reason.
So why does this incense allow...
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we naturally...
Makes sense.
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of spirit... Not to worry, though. It appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon. But unless you're using intentional meditation... I must admit, I am quite...
Whoa, you're really serious about...
I am as a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia. My main area of research is the stars and their connection, which is why I must turn to the... If only my perception... I am currently in the stage of training known as... Sages have said that Irmin's... That's why we meditate alone.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super...
Of course I do. Especially... However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as... I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the god of wisdom herself. And they have the curious power...
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that...
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can... The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxiety, the fact that the people of Sumeru do... I was born into a family of scholars. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the Academia, and... But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, it was incredible back then. Just be sure not to...
So, do you have any thoughts about the things...
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you... If you two are ever in the area again, there's no need to be thanking me. You...
Now that we know Hypatia is alright, and had the chance to ask her...
Let's find shelter quick. Oh, we're not going to make...
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher, and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a last... As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse...
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here and...
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me
Tighnari, your master is an integral part of this effort. And now he requires your...
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master? If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tighnari, what was that?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip. But the main thing is that she's safe and sound.
Very good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
That's right! We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can...
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan, and also when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe...
Oh? What is it?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise. So I'll leave it...
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! That's right! Tighnari, we have something important...
Yes, she's doing much better. After being she knew you two would be leaving soon, so
Thanks, Tighnari. All right, let's...
Farewell. And good luck.
You two.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you, but I guess now I understand that the most important...
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition. But that's because we're...
Thank you. That means a lot.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you.
Yay! Thanks, Kale.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville. Well then, I, trainee forest ranger Kale... This is great. I feel so relaxed all over. I could almost float away. Ah! The fireworks are gonna get soaked! Let's find shelter quick! Oh, we're not going to make it! Rest and rebuild! Gotcha!
Quietly now.
Propagate! Allow me! Time for a light show!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Just make-believe characters. Darn.
All my goods come directly.
Sumeru City! We finally
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you...
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't... Perhaps you two have heard, after centuries of tireless... As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. Here are your Akasha terminals.
It kind of looks like a...
To activate it, simply hold it in your hand and say the following phrase to yourself. May the...
Oh! Says this little doodad lets you access knowledge. May the... May the mighty... Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it! Oh.
Exactly. That is the power. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about... Okay, next, let's concentrate... Oh, come on! Ugh. Fuck. Paimon's brain is exhausted. Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Huh. Could it be... Uh-oh. Paimon's getting all teary-eyed on... You too? Well, seems no matter which way we try, we can't find anything that'll lead us to Lesser Lord... He's from Sumeru, and even has a position in the Academia. Maybe... Let's see. Tainari wrote an address on the letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate. Let's head over and have a look. Hopefully he's at home.
All the cumbersome tasks again.
Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help?
Great. You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and maybe the data didn't produce the most convincing results, but...
Here! This is a letter from Tainari...
Oh, let me see... Oh! Ooh, what a relief. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but... Sorry, the Akasha didn't
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that?
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha does... All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusa...
Huh. Didn't expect it.
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse.
Aw, but...
No need to worry just yet. I'm only hype. And besides, you two should consider the bright side of things. Not being able to see Lesser Lord... In this world, there will always be information you cannot obtain from the Akasha, and things you can never... Take me, for example. It's a miracle if my brain cells can spit out one paper every 3 years.
Okay. Thanks.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's been promoted within the Academia, or relations... Hey, come on! This is a survival skill.
Oh, Paimon's expectations. So what do we do now? even if we want to talk to... Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network. Let's hurry and find her.
Watch out for pickpockets.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any
Another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help...
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, the Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for...
Corps of 30? What a weird...
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their... Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the Adventurers Guild. Though if you'd like to get in contact with him, you can find him at the Corps of 30's headquarters, the Citadel of Rexar. You're welcome. I wish you two the best of luck. We look...
Alright! Off to the Citadel of Rexar we go!
Take it easy.
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about some...
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously? That's it?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. We don't beg gods for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rugadavada.
In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevada and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Osfond.
No problem.
Is there any request for the Academia?
Seems Osfond was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity. Panicked by what he heard, the man sought out the Dendro Archon in hopes that she would bless him with the wisdom to help. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of ever. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then the calamity came. But to his own at that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Archon Seeker. Do you now understand? Along your journey, we were in every flower.
Yeah, thanks for the story!
In a way, it seems like this.
Dunyarzad, since you worship Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Of course. So did you two know that, I'm terribly sorry, but it seems something's come up now. Let's chat another day.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone. Dunyarzad... This stinks! We find... Let's...
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress? Or look...
did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her. Did you see which direction she went?
Yeah, she went... that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while.
it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Uh-oh.
Huh? More of that?
No, wait, Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side.
All right, let's move out. Stay behind us. We'll keep an eye out for anyone.
Trust me, just take my word for it.
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait! Stand down, Dia!
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happen to notice.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going.
And if I refuse to go?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated.
Hey! Dunyarzad already said she doesn't want to go back. Why are you still pushing?
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parent...
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents?
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think. That's why I'm here looking for you. And knowing your health,
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of, and I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or, and every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy for Mom because she saved me. This is my life and my last chance.
My lady, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. At least...
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore. But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination. Not because...
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so rude just now. My nerves were acting up.
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, today's little excursion caused such a rush, since this definitely won't be your last escapade. So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This way,
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached...
I'm fine, really.
My lady, stop.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't...
Sure, after you rest up.
You just can't beat the atmosphere.
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly... Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're already super told us about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How about our coconut charcoal cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers...
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Dunyarzad, we asked the...
Well, remember when you asked...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was a child. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any... My younger self no longer had any hope. Then one night, at that moment, an ethereal voice...
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do you know my name? How do I explain this? You might not be able to understand. Really? Of course. I know that you're scared of thunder. That you hate taking medicine every morning. Wow, you really do know Dunyarzad. Is there anything you want? Not really. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have wishes, but can you make... Oh. I'm sorry. Then, can you be...
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering during those days, that voice encouraged me and told me many wondrous things. Beyond my window was the flourishing Sumeru city. Beyond the city was a lush rainforest. And beyond that was the wall of Samiel. Once I finally made it through that bout of illness, I couldn't hear that voice anymore. I told my mother about it, but she said that I must have been dreaming. But I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious about the outside world, nor would I have learned how to read. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. It had to have been the Dendro. I've been hoping for a chance to repay her kindness. In fact, I was running around today to help prepare the Sub-Zerus festival for her.
What's the Sub-Zerus festival?
It's Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday, which was the day that she was found by the sages. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost interest in the festival. The Academia actively participates in Sumeru's many holidays dedicated to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But when it comes to the Sub-Zerus festival, maybe they see Lesser Lord Kusanali's birth as confirmation of...
Aww, but that's all...
It is. It's absolutely... Sure, the Greater Lord founded Sumeru, but hasn't Lesser Lord Kusanali been the one quietly protecting us for the past few hundred years?
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't get too carried away now.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zerus festival to this day. But I hadn't met any of them before, so I was never... But recently, I made a friend there who also follows Lesser Lord Kusanali. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year. That's the least...
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face.
Yes. Initially, I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much. Even for you.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk, who knows how long it'll take us. And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh, I went on my fair share of crazy adventures back in the day.
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. It was taking you so long that I assumed you got trapped at home, but you made it in the end. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that, but everything worked out. She's on our side now.
Not completely.
Oh. And who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're visitors who just arrived at Sumeru City and are looking for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two absolutely mustn't miss the Sabzeruz festival. By the way, Dunyarzad, we've already started decorating the Grand Bazaar. It looks spectacular, thanks to your generous contribution.
You're very welcome. It's the only thing I could do. Do you still have enough Mora?
Probably? But don't sweat it. We've already finished renovating the state.
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Mr. Zubair was worried sick. We reported it to the academia many times, but they never sent anyone to deal with it. We didn't want anything bad happening, so we were going to cancel all the stage performances.
Oh, probably because it was the theater asking.
The academia looks down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad, but the more she gave us, we hired some. The stage is going to be even prettier when it's festival time. I can't wait for you to see it.
And I can't wait to see you on the stage. You've been practicing so long already.
It's our dream.
Nilou, what are you gonna be doing at the
She'll be dancing the dance of Sabzeruz, the most important performance at the Sabzeruz festival.
Dunyarzad, have you told him the origin of this holiday?
I only told them about the Greater Lord and Lesser Lord so far.
Okay, then I'll tell you too about how this holiday came to be. According to legend, the Sabzeruz festival was originally the Goddess of Flowers' birthday celebration for the Greater Lord. A long, long time ago, on one of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthdays, some of the gods got drunk. Once, as she danced upon the grass, count those brilliant purple flowers became her dazzling stage. All the gods clamored, "Oh, if only..." Of course they did. When people mention the gods, they always think of the art. Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is though we're just tiny people compared to the divine, we still have to do our best to make sure.
Nilou, you of all people will definitely be able to convey our well wishes to the Dendro Archon. I also noticed that you went the extra mile and scattered Patisaras around the... Yeah. The Greater Lord brought forth Patisaras in memory of the Goddess of Flowers.
Thinking about the Goddess of Flowers dance makes me wish I could have seen it. If my stage were anything like that... So, Traveler in Paimon, what do you think? Interested in the Sabzeruz?
All of Lesser Lord Kusanali's father?
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on! There's nothing wrong.
So how about we all attend the Sabzeruz festival together?
Dunyarzad, let me show you. Everyone at the Grand Bazaar loves Lesser Lord.
In that case, we'll take a look around.
Whoa! What's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so... Did you know that the Sabzeruz festival is about to...
Nilou, your outfit looks amazing.
I thought I'd add a little...
Wow, did you...
Uh-huh. Sewing is a fundamental skill for everyone in the... I've noticed that you can't keep your eyes off...
May I?
Of course. The legends say that the Goddess of Flowers had beautiful...
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy. I don't know much about the Grand Bazaar. Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival this year. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru City has the best of everything. Some festival snacks are only offered here, and when it comes to musicians, dancers, or singers...
Dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also, as a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed. My grandmother said that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is a beloved. The Sub-Zero's festival has been losing its appeal.
Hey! Is that who Paimon thinks it is? It looks like Catherine. Huh. Come to think of it, Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the
Whoa! Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon was still waiting for her to say Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Sure. Standing behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take you two, for example. You travel across Teyvat to enrich your lives and gain new experiences.
Well, we enjoy traveling across Teyvat and all that, but we're mainly looking for clues about her brother.
Yes, you should keep searching. Sometimes the answers we're looking for aren't necessarily at our intended destination. Instead, they're found along the way.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently? Anyway.
No, not particularly. I guess you could say that I'm loving the recent atmosphere here. If festivals bring happiness to everyone, then that's where their true value lies. Oh, it looks like it's about time for me to be heading back now.
Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild.
I'm sure you two will get along well with the people here. You've...
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been trying to come up with a way to help you. Well, I have an idea that might...
Are you serious? We'd love that!
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get your hopes up too much. I'll need to take you to... my lady is feeling a little worn out at the moment. Nilu's found a place for her to rest. After I take my lady home, let's meet...
Sounds like a plan! Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia!
I've got every food and great drinks that everyone can enjoy.
Shoots is the best stall in the whole business.
Life is so dull here.
What's so great about Snezhnayan toys anyway?
Welcome! Get your spices here. We've got all kinds.
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the master and mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in... Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for...
It's called being a professional.
Look, Dia's blush.
Listen, I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I know has a way for you two to meet with the Lesser Lord. Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here? And well, didn't expect to see you three together.
I take it you all know.
We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed us to Ozfon for more info.
No kidding. Huh. So...
Rookshaw's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered... Since you've already mentioned the theft...
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry, what?
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help you.
I suppose that's one way to look. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra...
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos. So
apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't... If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try...
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in...
If you're also interested...
Count me out. I've got plenty of work to do here for the Homayan. And take it from me, if you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, there are even some extremists who go around...
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you, Chief. Well, Traveler, that's...
Thanks, Dia! And you too, Ozfon! Since we've gathered all we could for the moment in Sumeru City...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's Festival. Good. Then we'll see you both at the Sub-Zeru's Festival.
I'll have to rephrase the request. Phrase the request. It's such a struggle when I talk to those scholars.
Take it easy.
Hold the line!
Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Really?
Visions are vital.
A walk would be nice.
We'll need a strategy.
Gather!
This is order.
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy.
Stabilize!
Gotcha!
Solidify! Like a lamb to the slaughter. Gather!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Now we'll meet again. Law of the jungle! I'll be back. Stabilize!
Spring for! Allow me!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Take it easy.
I will have order. Stabilize. Solidify!
Busted! Things are about to get dicey.
Germinate!
Gather!
Billowing surge! Hold the line! Scatter!
Quiet now. Here comes the catch.
This is order.
Rest and rebuild! Let's move out. Propagate!
Solidify!
Game's up. Fun over.
Allow me!
Stabilize!
Torrent, bring refuge!
Things are about to get dicey.
Order guide you! Solidify!
Hold the line! Let's move out.
Gather!
Busted.
Scatter! Spring forth! Covenant of the Deep! Let's move out. So this is the thrill of adventure.
Good to me.
Gotcha. Game's up. Time's over. Easy money. Yeah. Hit. Hup. Take it easy.
I will have order. Stabilize.
Quietly now.
Gather!
Gotcha. Things are about to get dicey.
Welcome, welcome.
Stabilize!
Rest and rebuild! Turret, quick refuge!
Solidify! Stabilize!
Propagate! Busted. Game's up. Fun's over. Ha!
This is order! Solidify!
Happy to oblige. Here comes the catch. Cha, ta, ta. Ha. The insolent shall be punished.
Spring forth! Covenants of the deep!
Pertinent fool, be gone!
Yeah!
This body belongs to ice and snow.
Stabilize!
Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Take it easy. Take it easy. Treasure. One way to draw your target out of hiding.
You